Why make trillions when we could make billions?
And there's a chance that someone has aces or kings right now, so I'm going to see the replay on this hand when it ends, see what they had, but I'm going to fold here. Just keep folding. And when I've played up to about 100 no limit, but in these rush games before, and the play doesn't really change. People play bad in like even some of the medium stakes. People just overvalue their hands too much. I'm just hopefully gonna try to get into like one interesting spot and like get into a big hand, and I'm never slow playing aces in this spot because a button is just a really awesome spot to bluff because I'm in position and they know that I know that they know that. So I'm just gonna raise like pretty big here. If he has like kings or queens, he's probably gonna go all in. If he has like tens, jacks, nines, ace, king, he's probably gonna call. And he raised me and I have aces. This is really cool because he has exactly pocket kings. And I'm just gonna shove because that looks a lot weaker than just min re-raising him. And that's interesting. I think what he was doing, that was interesting. I don't even know what to think now. I am so confused. I don't think there's any players good enough at this level to like... Oh man. I don't think there's any players good enough at this level to min 4-bet with kings and fold to a shove. But that might have been one of those players. I really think he had queens or kings. Maybe he had a hand like jacks, queens, jacks, and then he said to himself, okay, if I call his 3-bet, then I will not know where I am in the hand. I won't know if my opponent has, ace queen, pocket fives. So his thinking might have been, I'm gonna make a really small 4-bet so that I can afford to fold, and that way I'll know exactly where I am in the hand. If he calls, then I probably have the best hand. If he goes all in, I can fold. And also, it seems like not a really great idea. And quite frankly, I don't think it was either, but I think he played that better than a lot of other people would have if he didn't have a hand like tens or jacks. It just confused me a little bit. It'd be interesting to look him up. So in case you're like wondering, like, how am I getting so lucky getting all these great hands? Well, I'm not. This is Rush Poker. You see about 1,300 hands every hour. You get aces, kings, or queens once every 65 hands or so. That's not a good flop. I might just like bet, and if I get raised, I'll give up or something. I'm just gonna bet like 80 into 150 and give up if I'm raised. Just because there's so many hands that can hit a set here, and I'm against 2 opponents. And these guys probably... He called really quickly. So that means he might have a hand that he wants to... I think my aces are still good. I think he has some sort of king, like king, queen, king, jack. So I'm going to keep betting. If he raises here, I'm done with the hand. Yeah, so I'm going to take a note on him too. Raise jacks here. Where in the world? Okay. I don't have any information about Big Magic. I've seen a lot of players do this with like pocket queens and like not aces or kings so much, just like tens, queens, nines, king, queen suited, ace, queen. So I feel like if I call, I get more value out of my hand. That hits a lot of his range. A lot of players do that with like king, queen, ace, king. I'm just gonna check. I'll probably just give up this hand. As nitty as that sounds, I think I just I think if I play this, if I play this hand for set value only, it's okay. And I have a feeling he has like queens or nines maybe. I've been wrong before, but he also could have a hand like ace queen with like the queen or ace of hearts, or he could have nines and he just doesn't want to give out a free card. He doesn't want to see a fourth heart on the river. I think I can call this. I'm ahead like half the time maybe here. I think I'm ahead like half the time here, and then the other half I'm crushed. It'd be interesting to take a note on this guy. If he hit like a set of tens on the turn and he bet that small, I'm definitely taking a note on it. Yeah, okay, so bets tiny on turn with big hands. Okay, this is definitely not a spot where I'm ever ahead of his hand here. So this format's a lot different than, you know, regular six-handed tables, because this guy raises only 8% of his hands, but I think pocket fours isn't great here because these two guys to my left are very aggressive. If they weren't, I would call, but try to hit a set, but these guys are pretty aggressive. And I still need to see what that hand was. King 6. Huh. Can't find it. That's okay. So what I was saying is, like, this format where you can click the quick fold button before the action even gets to you, people play typically a lot more conservative. So it's not really worth it to try to bully people off of hands, because you know why would they still be in the hand if they can quick fold and see another hand, you know? So that people are slightly more conservative in this game. Also because it's 9-handed instead of 6-handed. If it were 6-handed, top pair is like the nuts. But here, you gotta be really conservative. So we're like at the 20-minute mark. So I'm just gonna play another orbit on each table and just call it a video. I'm up like almost a buy-in, which is actually, you know, it's just pretty good. You know, up a buy-in, and you know, if you can be up a buy-in every, you know, 20 minutes, that's pretty good. And as the stakes get higher, like 50 no limit, 100 no limit, your win rate goes down, but not by that much. So I guess the moral of the story is just play extremely nitty, and you can beat these stakes. I'm gonna limp here, play this hand, because this guy doesn't raise ever, so. I have a straight draw, but there's 2 diamonds. I'm just gonna check call 1 street. Even my 8s or 10s might be good if I hit those too. Yeah, I'm just gonna bet now that he checked twice, because he doesn't have anything ever if he checks twice. Queen Jack. This guy called under the gun. I kind of want to see a flop with this hand, and if I call, you know, people with with like sub premium hands are not gonna want to raise, because there's already 2 limpers, so if they're raising in order to get a fold, it's more difficult to do that. This guy raises, I can give up here. So yeah, so I guess I'm just gonna call this a video, and maybe I'll make another one at some point, and hopefully it'll have some interesting spots where I have to make decisions instead of just wait for the fish to give me all their chips. So